and we are ready to pre-shape. Are you super excited? I'm super excited. This is where the fun starts. So we have our final dough. Let me show you. Beautiful. It has, again, doubled in volume. It's lovely. This is my digital probe thermometer. I've been watching the temperature because we were up at a really scary 84 degrees for a little while, but we've been at a consistent 78 for a little bit now. So I'm completely happy with that. 78 degrees could just be a variation on my scale accuracy, but either way, you know, 78 degrees is great. So we have this beautiful dough. Let's see what we're going to do with it, shall we? Now, let me make sure I have you set up right first. I haven't changed my settings, but you never know. Alrighty. Okay, so get rid of my thermometer. And I'm going to take my dough. First, let me lightly flour my bench. I love tossing flour. And again, guys, I can't see any questions you may have, so forgive me. See how nicely that's pulling away from the sides this time? I oiled it just right. Still needs a little coaxing, but not by much. Oh, look at that beautiful dough. Look! Isn't she pretty? She's so super pretty. Pretty dough. Okay, so we've got this gorgeous dough. We're going to divide this. I'm going to divide this into 6 pieces because of the size of my baking stone. So from my overall dough weight, that's going to leave me at 9 ounces each. If you wanted to do this into just 4 pieces, if you're going to do a slightly larger, what do you call it? A slightly larger baguette, then you would use about 13 ounces each. Okay, so I'm going to start. I'm going to move this. A little bit off there, but we'll make it work. Okay, so I'm going to go about 9 inches. This is my bench scrape, and it's ideally what I want, 7.9. Okay. Take a little bit more dough, add it on top, 8.7. You got to really smack that thing. Alrighty, we have 9.1, close enough. So now what you're going to do with these is just set them aside, and then you're going to cut your next one. You want to avoid getting too many of those tiny little gotta make up for it cuts, because then you just have a choppy piece of bread. 8.8, close enough again. $6.3. Oh, that was bad. 9.8, too much. 8.6. Really, Kara? We can't manage this. Beautiful. Ah, right on the dot. See, so I've got 3. Sorry for that loud noise in your ear. Ha ha! I used to be so much better at this, but it's been a long time since I've done this. I'd be a little short on my last one, I know it. That's okay, we'll have a baby baguette. Alright, this one ended up at 5.6. My math was a little off, not a big deal. Okay. Let's see here. So we're going to take our pieces, and because we're only doing a few, we're actually going to do a shape to pre-shape them, more similar to a baguette rather than doing a round pre-shape. So we're going to degas and flatten it out just a little. We're going to bring it in, 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 keep pulling and working in there. And now we are going to take this puppy. I have a separate work surface so that I can keep rolling here and stage elsewhere. We're going to take this and we're going to place it seam side up. Seam side up. Okay? We're going to do that with each of these. Now, no matter what, whether or not it was going to be kind of more oblong shaped like this or round, it's still going to turn into a long baguette in the end. So this method just takes a little bit longer to do than doing a round. I'll take the small one and do a round for you. You're going to pull it in and over, in and over, in and over. And you've got a round. You can do round baguettes. I don't like round baguettes. I like long baguettes. More crust. So even still, you're going to take this and place it seam side up on your staging board. And you see I got some, this is my beautiful cutting board. Oh well, it is now being broken in. I got some bench knife cuts on there. Now, depending on how tight you roll these will depend on how long they're going to need to do some bench resting. The tighter you make them, the longer they're going to need to bench rest. The looser you make them, the less time. I have these kind of moderate. So you can time these to your baking needs. So if you don't have a lot of time, you can do them looser like this so that they'll bench rest quicker and rise. Or if you need to delay the baking of some, like I think I need to for my for the size of my pizza stone, you do it a little tighter. No matter what, you don't want damage on the outside. These are just seams from the dough or from the folding process. There's no damage on these. Did I damage any of them? No, none of them are damaged, which is good. That's good. Okay, seam up. I'm actually going to move these over here now because my other work surface is a little tiny and they need some room to move around, to grow. And now, while these are sitting here, I am going to cover them. Covering them just with a little bit of paper towels and then a little bit of plastic wrap. Why the paper towel? So it doesn't stick to plastic wrap. Why the plastic wrap? To prevent too much airflow in and around it. Why not flour? We don't need to put excess flour on our baguettes. So literally just resting it down over them. Ta-da! Now I'm going to leave these go for about 20 minutes. Oh, upside down again. Sorry. We're going to let these go for about 20 minutes. I'm going to set my timer, and then we will do the final shaping. The final shaping is where we're going to get that beautiful baguette shape. And then after we shape it, we have to let them kind of rest for a little while. They take about an hour and a half from there to do their proofing. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Vywing7. So we are going to let this proof after we do the final shaping for about an hour and a half. In which case, let me tell you now, if you're baking at home, you need steam. And I'm pretty certain none of you have steamers in your ovens because I don't think anybody does outside of the industry. So make sure you have some ice cubes at the ready. Tricks, tips and tricks. So let these rest 20 minutes and we will come back and do our final shaping. Okay, be right back.